Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. Well, hello everybody. How we doing tonight? This is J-Mac, the bearded one, here with you. Sorry I don't have my camera on tonight. I'm a little preoccupied at the moment. Came back from my daughter's graduation. We're doing this real quick, so let's introduce. We're with Chris tonight. Chris, how's it going?
Going well. How's everybody doing?
And Big B with us tonight. Big B, what's going on, man?
Not much. Just got off of work and ready to do a little chat with you guys.
All right, so we're going to be quick tonight. We're going to go 10, maybe 12 minutes tonight and just talk a little bit of final scores and some analysis a little later than we normally go. We'll make this up to you, I promise, all of you fans out there of the Four Bros radio show. So as far as, guys, did you watch any NBA action today and see what's going on in the playoffs there?
I didn't.
I got a little updates. I was busy working, so I didn't catch too much.
Well, it looks like the 76ers beat the Hawks today 127-111. The 76ers lead that series 2-1. Who do you guys got in that series? Who do you think is going to end up in the NBA Finals out of that?
I think it's going to be the Sixers. I'd like to see them do it.
I agree.
Yeah, any reasons for that? Do you think they're like Embiid is just better than anything that the Hawks have, or are the Hawks just not able to keep up?
I don't think they're able to keep up.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a little bit of both. I think the firepower that the Sixers have is a little overmatching for what the Hawks have.
Okay. Well, I'll get into the analysis here a little bit. So it looks like Joel Embiid had 27 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. So he was close to a triple-double.
That's pretty good.
Not bad. J-Mac freeze on us?
Am I still there?
Yeah,
we're all here.
Yeah, I was just saying, it looks like he's improved all around as a player this year, I think. You guys see that too, that's maybe why the 76ers are where they are, because he stayed healthy and become a better player?
Yeah, I think health has a lot to do with it, and him maturing and learning the game. I mean, I don't know if they really have an award, but if they do, I think he should be most improved.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, a lot of these playoff games are going to be close games, and I can see Philadelphia pulling out of this, getting a victory.
Now, do we also congratulate the Hawks on their season? I mean, Atlanta hasn't been this far, since the Dominique Wilkins days back in the late 80s and early 90s, as far as the Hawks were good back then, making the Eastern Conference Finals. So, I mean, that's something to be celebrated for them, right? Making it this far overall with the team that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you haven't been there been in this spot in years, like you said, since Dominic Wilkins. So, yeah, that's something to celebrate. I mean, I know a lot of teams, or a lot of fans don't want to celebrate mediocrity or whatever. But if your team hasn't made it this far, go ahead and celebrate and, just improve on what you got for this to next year.
Yeah. I mean, if you haven't been to a championship or as far as they have, you kind of take everything, I guess better.
Now, who do you guys see coming out of the West? You had Phoenix win again. Phoenix is up 3-0 in the series. So do you think that they finish out in 4 games, or do you think that the Nuggets find a way to win a game?
I think it's going to be a sweep.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can see the Nuggets squeaking out 1 here, but it wouldn't surprise me if it went a sweep or 5. after that, I kind of be shocked because I think any momentum that the Nuggets get might hurt the Suns. So Suns, their best bet would be to close it out now.
Yeah. So okay, if we have the Suns and the Sixers in the finals, who takes it in that series?
Ooh.
I think Suns.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a dogfight. I think it's gonna be tough between both teams are. I think that both teams got good veteran leadership, good young talent, a mix with good veteran talent. I can see it going 7. I'm going to take the Suns though in a close series.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree with that. I think that the Suns are the team to beat right now. And they're up 3-0. So they haven't really given in to the Nuggets at all. Even though, Jokic was the MVP. So is that a wasted season then, you think, if a guy wins an MVP and then doesn't make it to the finals?
I don't think so.
No. I mean, when's the last time Nuggets been this far? So
Yeah. No, that brings up a good point. I mean, you're right about that. So we got some comments quick. We got Coast to Coast Network says, "What's up, guys?" And Curry and Tobias Harris have even making it better. Sixers a lot deeper. I want to give Simmons credit, but he struggles shooting. However, the Hawks are a dark horse, but they just don't have enough. Hats off to Trae Young, though, and I agree with all of that. James Gonzalez says Suns in 5. I think he's talking about the Western
Nuggets
Conference.
series?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the Nuggets squeak one out, but yeah, I think he's right about that. And it's going to be Nets and Suns in the finals. And you really think it's going to be the Nets and the Suns? Well, that's crazy. We'll see. I mean, remains to be seen. Murray of Denver getting hurt sucks. James Gonzalez says, and I agree with that. I agree that Murray getting hurt definitely hurt that team. You had him and Jokic both going. That kind of was an unstoppable tandem, and Murray going down really, really hurt that series. Really, really hurt their chances in that series for sure. All right.
When one of you guys goes down in the playoffs, I mean, you don't got too many days to recover, so it puts a wrinkle into things. Sure does.
Yeah. So switching over to the women's side of things, and then in the WNBA, the finals today was the Seattle Storm beating the Atlanta Dream, 86-75. Seattle Storm bouncing back after losing to the Dallas Wings, but the Seattle Storm is now 9-2 and they're first in the Western Conference. The Atlanta Dream is 4-6 and they're fourth in the Eastern Conference. A double today from Breanna Stewart, 18 points, 13 rebounds, but also from Courtney Williams of the Atlanta Dream. She had 19 points and 11 rebounds. So hats off to both of them on a great game played. Both a double on that in that game. What are you guys' thoughts on that game?
I mean, the Storm, they're above everybody else right now, and for the two girls to match double for double today, I mean, that just trying to one up each other, I guess, and help their teams win or stay competitive. It's always nice to see.
Yeah. And the Storm are one of those teams that are always in it. It seems like.
So, we lose J-Mac again, or?
Sorry. Is that better?
No, okay. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. So the Dallas Wings won their third consecutive game. They won 77-59.
Yeah.
And they're 5-5 on the season now, which put them in actually a tie with the Phoenix Mercury, but it gives them the leg up because they beat them in the head-to-head matchup. So they're actually third place in the West now. Are the Dallas Wings. So, Chris, I gotta say, we were kind of worried about your team for a bit, but they've won 3 in a row. They're back to 500. They're third in the West. Do you see them making a run this year?
I see them making a little run. I mean, it's still early. You're in third place. I wouldn't get too excited, at least right now.
Right.
I mean, they had what 3 picks in the first round this past draft, so
Yeah.
maybe everything's coming together. I mean, like Chris said, though, it's early, so don't get too excited. But with 3 picks and them finally working together, get some time together, Dallas could make a little splash here, I think.
Yeah.
Do you think that they have any chance, say in a playoff series, would they have any chance of beating the Storm?
Honestly, probably not. At least
I mean,
just
at this
based
point,
on
probably not. But I mean, you're 10 games in with 20-ish left. If they turn 5-5 into 20-10, or even better than that, then yeah, I can see them making a series on it. But right now, I mean, you gotta give the upper hand to the Storm, I think.
yeah.
I think that too, and not just because they're my team, but just because I think that the Wings are young, like you said. But hey, they figured out how to win 3 games in a row, so let's not let's not sneeze at that. I mean, 5-5 for a team like that is very, very impressive for the first part of the season,
Exactly.
for sure. So, all right. Well, was there any final thoughts you had tonight, Chris? I know it's kind of a short show, but
Yeah.
you know it's getting kind of late and we're all getting weary here.
Yeah.
Alright.
Did you have any final thoughts for us on tonight's show?
I mean, thank you guys for tuning in so late. Hope everybody enjoyed the show, and we'll be back again soon. So
Big B, what do you got for us?
Well, I just got a quick question. We can make it short and sweet. J Mac, you said you're at graduation. This is that time of year. What do you guys remember about your graduation? What really stuck out once you got that diploma and sitting there? Is kind of what I was getting at, Chris.
probably all of the hard work paying off. That you
Okay.
made it through 12 grades and or however long, and you did it.
J Mac, how about you, bud?
You know, I, probably at the time it was a lot different than it is now, I would say. But one thing that I kind of realized tonight, I was telling, I was telling my daughter's mom that it's weird how to look at these kids that are 18 and they're graduated from high school and they're adults, but they know nothing about the real world yet and how it hasn't even began to kick them in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
So just looking back and being like, I thought I knew everything. I graduated, I was out of high school. I didn't have to answer to anybody anymore. I was an adult and I could do whatever I wanted. And I knew everything. You couldn't tell me anything. And looking back now, like I was so stupid. I was so dumb. I knew nothing.
No, I think J Mac, I think you nailed it. Getting that diploma, sitting there and watching your classmates go across. It's your first real accomplishment. I mean, outside of sports and stuff, getting, titles and stuff or letters. I think this is like, okay, now it's time for the real world. Now it's time for a job or college. Fun and games are, kind of behind you, but no, I remember just sitting there and it's just thinking, it's like, God, got it all done, struggled, paid off. But yeah, looking back, it's like, man, I thought I was on top of the world, knew everything, but man, it sure hits you once you start getting those bills and stuff and paying rent and all that fun stuff. So,
Well, yeah, you start paying rent and then your car breaks down and then, you got a dog and then the dog's got to go to the vet. Oh, and then, your girlfriend or wife ends up pregnant and then you're like, well, great. What are we going to do about that? And then you're trying to find a bigger house. Then you're trying to get a better job. Oh, and then your shoe explodes. So then you have to buy new shoes. And then you go and, oh, now you need new work clothes. Like it just adds up and up and up. And these kids don't really realize yet how hard life is going to hit you in the ass.
Yep. Oh, you're exactly right on that.
And it's even with my daughter, like she was off tonight and they're going to graduation night or grad night or whatever it is. And we all remember what that was like. And as a parent, it's really scary because you're like, I know you're gonna do some dumb shit tonight. I know you're going to. But all I ask is
Yep.
that you be safe. Just
Yep,
be
exactly.
safe. And it's really hard. And she's like got her first serious boyfriend, and so you're trying to just tell him like, and you're trying to tell her be smart. And it's really hard. It's a hard time to go through as a parent. It's
Oh,
really
yeah.
it's really bittersweet because you're kind of happy that they're grown up and they can be on their own, but then you know that they still need you, even though they don't want to admit that.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah. Yeah, they don't know the struggles are real yet, no matter how much we tell them.
exactly. We kind of went off on a tangent, kind of went a little
Yep.
longer, but hey, we gotta bring some other stuff to the show once in a while. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
hey, I thank you guys for coming on with here with me tonight and just kind of giving a rundown of today's basketball games that were
Oh,
on
no problem, man.
for the playoffs and the WNBA. We'll be back with a brand new edition of the Four Bros Radio Show on Monday.
Hmm.
Monday night, we will be back with you on that. So tune in for that. We got some great stuff coming on Monday. We got a lot to talk about. We might go longer than our normal time on Monday, so be prepared for that. But for Chris and Big B, I'm J Mac, the bearded one. We appreciate y'all listening and watching. You have a good night. We will see you tomorrow for Sports Minute.
All right, have a good one.